to week 8 of moral education. Our value of the month is tolerance. Remember, we need to love each other and tolerate each other no matter what. Our lesson title for today is What is Heritage? Now let's begin. First, let us increase your vocabulary by learning 3 new key vocabulary: heritage, tangible, intangible. Now repeat after me: heritage, tangible, intangible. Wow, you are doing amazing. Our learning outcome for today is that we are going to learn the difference between tangible and intangible heritage. We are going to be able to identify the difference between the two. Let us first begin with the key vocabulary and their definitions. Heritage: things that are passed on from generation to generation. Intangible: things that you cannot touch. Tangible: things that you can touch. This sounds rather confusing. So let's understand it a bit better. What is heritage? Heritage: things that are passed on from generation to generation. Generation? Yes, this means all of the people that are born and living at the same time. So, all of you in grade 1 are from one generation. Your mom is from another generation. So when your mom gives you things, it means that it is part of her heritage. For example, in the UAE, people have always worn clothing that look like this. Therefore, this is part of the UAE heritage. The Taj Mahal in India is part of India's heritage. It's part of their history, and people visit the Taj Mahal every time they go to India. Yum! In South Africa, they have something called braai, and it is a type of food. Therefore, braai is part of South Africa's heritage that's been going from generation to generation and will continue to carry on to the next generations. There are 2 types of heritage. So we learned the word tangible, right? Now, we said tangible means things that you can touch. This meaning, if we look at the picture, there is a bird with a man that has the UAE clothing on. This is tangible because it can be touched. You can touch the bird and you can touch the clothing. Therefore, this is tangible. It's something that you can touch. Can you think of anything that is tangible in your house that is part of your heritage? Think about it, and you can always tell your teacher about it. The next type of heritage is intangible. And we said this is things that you cannot touch. So if we look at the picture over here, we can see these men are doing the traditional UAE dance. The dance cannot be touched. It's something that is learnt. Therefore, the UAE dance is intangible. The history of Sheikh Zayed and how amazing Sheikh Zayed was has come from your grandfather to you, and your grandfather must have heard the story also from someone else. And this means that the story of Sheikh Zayed is intangible. It cannot be touched. Now, if we look at the image over here, we are going to go through a few images and see whether they are intangible or tangible. In Indonesia, these women dress up like this and do a dance. Do you think it's tangible or intangible? Let's think about it. Yes, it is intangible because they have learned the dance. They cannot touch the dance. Here is the beautiful Ha Long Bay in Vietnam. Can this be touched? Is this tangible or intangible? Let's think about it. Yes, it is tangible. You can go on the water with boats, you can touch the water, and you can even touch the little rocks and mountains around it. Therefore, it is tangible. In South Africa, they have a very strong history, a story about their country from the past. Do you think this is tangible or intangible? Yes, amazing. It is intangible because the story has been brought down from generation to generation. If we look at these ladies from the Maldives, they have different type of clothing on. Now, do you think this clothing is tangible or intangible? Amazing! You can touch your clothing, right? Therefore, the Maltese clothing is tangible because it can be touched. Over here, we have the Colosseum in Rome. Wow, it's so beautiful. Do you think this is tangible or intangible? Amazing, superstar. This is tangible because we can actually touch the structure. I hope you understand what tangible and intangible is by now. Remember, tangible is something that you can touch, and intangible is something you cannot touch. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you learned something new. Why don't you share this information with your mom and dad now and teach them about tangible and intangible heritage? I will see you next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.